Hey kittens, it is Sugar. I'm doing this video because it's been greatly requested of me, and it's a topic that is near and dear to my heart and I wanted to talk about for a while. It means so much to me that when I say something, I actually want to say the correct thing about it. I guess I've had a little trouble finding the exact words that I wanted to use. I'm going to be talking about body positivity, embracing yourself, becoming body confident, I guess is a good way to put it. As many people who topic of discussion, they went through the sob story of their adolescence and childhood of being a big girl in a skinny world. And I have those stories too. I was a ballerina and a model through most of my childhood and adolescence. And as I grew, not only did I grow taller, but I grew wider. And I went through several very difficult periods in my life, accepting my body and its size and all sorts of things, and also having confidence. It took me a long time to get to where I'm at now. I certainly was not born this way, and I certainly didn't achieve the level of confidence that I have now overnight. One of the first steps that I took to embracing my body and its size and confidence was embracing my sexuality. And I think that's something that a lot of people, when they do these videos, they don't necessarily talk about, is they don't talk about embracing their sexuality. And I think as adult women, that is so important and very key to having a complete, whole, and healthy body image and self-confidence and self-esteem. So for me, the first step that I took was embracing my sexuality. And I didn't necessarily do it in the limelight, although my sexuality has been in the limelight quite a bit. I did it on a personal level between me and the partner that I had at the time. And I started to see myself through my partner's eyes and how my partner was attracted to me and the things that I could do that would make my partner more attracted to me. I've had the benefit of having a partner that loved me exactly for who I was and the way that I looked, and that's really important. I guess step number 2 with embracing your sexuality is to make sure that you surround yourself with people who love you exactly the way that you are. Because if you have people surrounding you that are constantly bringing you down or constantly belittling you, then that's totally going to affect your self-esteem, your body confidence, the whole nine. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be people that are directly confrontational to you. It can simply be people that are triggering to you. That person might not have done anything actively to hurt your feelings, but just being around them upsets you. And that's perfectly okay, and you need to be aware that you have that reaction around that person and limit your exposure to them. It could be nothing that they've done, it could be nothing that you have done, it's just simply being around them possibly brings up bad memories or bad experiences. It happens, and if you acknowledge that, that's a further step of growing in the process of becoming more comfortable in your skin, is acknowledging that certain people can be totally triggering, and also acknowledging that some of your friends maybe really truly aren't your friends, and they're the ones that are always telling you that you need to lose weight or you don't look good in that outfit when really you look smashing. You know, there are people out there that have different motives, and I think that the people that you surround yourself with are really key to your overall happiness. So pick and choose who you surround yourself with. That's really important. So embracing your sexuality, cleanse the people around you. If you cannot remove all of the bad seeds, then be very selective about how much time and energy you give them. Don't let them make you feel bad. And if they start to make you feel bad, walk away. And sometimes that might even be close family members. It can be a really hard choice, and you just have to limit your exposure to them and their bad behaviors. The third thing I would say is embrace movement. One of the things that really got me confident in my size and my shape and really got to enjoy my body for what it is was embracing movement. When the big key factor for me was getting back into dance. And when I could dance for 30 minutes, or if I could spin poi or staff for, 4 shows in a row, or 4 shows in a night, or if I go to a festival and I'm trucking around the festival all day long and then I have a show that night, and I realize how much that my body does for me and how much that I put it through and how strong it really is to be able to do all of that. And I really start to appreciate, my large arms from spinning poi, or my defined legs, my huge calves. My calves are monstrous from dancing in heels. It's all muscle. It doesn't matter how thin I'll be, I will always have really large calves because of all the muscle that I've built up from being very active. And I think being active in ways helps you really embrace your body. It helps you know what your body is capable of, knows its limits. And when you push past some of those limits, when you push yourself past the comfortable zone, not to hurting yourself, but past the comfortable zone, you realize what your body is really capable of, and you begin to love your body more. And it's a great way to embrace self-love and body size. And I think number 4 is eating foods that you love, but not only eating foods that you love, eating foods that are good for you. I'm having lots of kitty visitors. I don't know if they're showing up in frame or not, but oh, okay. They might show up, just to let you know. But eating foods that you love, finding enjoyment in eating and taking care of your body. Look at your body as a temple, something that should be well taken care of and embraced. And I know that on days when I'm just not feeling myself, if I take that extra time to put on makeup or to do my hair or to put on a really awesome outfit that I know I just look smashing in, then I'm gonna feel better throughout that whole rest of that day because I know that I look really good and that's gonna make me feel good. So take that time to put in that extra effort. I know some days it's really hard. Some days you really just don't want to put on the makeup or do the hair and you just kind of want to laze around in your sweats. And that's okay. I totally have days like that too. I just don't leave the house on those days. Self-care is so important. Self-love is so important. And I think that might also be something that's missing from the plus size body positive movement, is that people aren't really talking about loving yourself. Because if you truly love yourself for who and what you are, nothing that no one says or does can really get to you. Sure, it could hurt, but after a while it'll only be on a surface level because you know that what they're saying just isn't true. And unless you accept that as a truth, then it's not really gonna hurt you. It's kind of like when you're walking down the street and a drunk hobo yells obscenities at you. You don't take that personally. You don't let that ruin your day. You know that that is about the drunk hobo and not about you. And if you can get that perspective on everything else in life, it really is an enlightening moment. It truly is. This is my little talk on body positivity, and I hope it's really helpful to you. I know I touched on a lot of things that many other people who have done this maybe have not talked about. I do welcome your questions and responses. If there's anything else I can share, I'd be glad to. So please like and subscribe by watching this video. You are supporting me as an independent artist, so thank you very much. Alrighty, bye-bye.